Now we're going to work on basic geometry terms, and many of these you have heard before and used in previous classes, but we just need to make sure that we have a common vocabulary. So we're going to start with a point, which hopefully you know, and the definition for a point is just a location. And generally we make a point or a dot, and we always in geometry name a point with a capital letter. So in this case it would be point A. Okay, hopefully that's not too tricky. The next is space, and space is a set of all points, and that's just everywhere. So we don't really have a diagram for space. And a line, you've experienced a line before, you know what it is when you look at it. However, the proper definition is a series of points that extend in two opposite directions without end. So imagine on this line that I have here, and we know it's a line because the arrows on either side indicate that it goes on forever in both directions. And the line is made up of points all along it, and they're just filled in with more points. However, we need to be able to name a line and know which line we are talking about. So we pick 2 points, so I'll make 2 big points here on a line, and we would give them letter names, and again they're points, so they're capital letters, so let's just call this A and B, and to name it we would call it, guess what? Line A, B. Now we need to indicate that we're talking about a line, and there are other things besides a line, so we draw a line on top of it with arrows. Again, a line goes in either direction infinitely, so you have to have the arrows. And then along with that, collinear points. Means in the same place. Linear means a line, so these are points all on the same line, and you can kind of see on this line made up of lots of dots, so these points are all collinear. If I wanted to add, let's say here I have A, B, and C, and those 3 points are collinear because they are all on the same line. A plane is a flat surface that has no thickness. So lines are one-dimensional. They go in one direction, left to right, up and down, north, south. A plane extends in 2 directions. So think of a piece of paper that never stops. And usually we draw a parallelogram to represent the piece of paper. But imagine this piece of paper keeps continuing on in all 4 directions. So it's just in your mind when you think of a plane, think of a piece of paper or the walls of the classroom or the floor of the classroom. But just know that it continues on and it never stops, just like a line. And the way we name a plane is either by a capital letter, and we would call this, we have to use the word plane, P, or you can pick 3 points that do not form a line. So there's 3 points that are not on the same line, not collinear, and we would call it plane. You still got to use the word, there's no symbol. Plane A, B, C. So again, plane, think piece of paper, walls of the classroom, flat, your desk, but it keeps going on forever. And then coplanar, just like collinear, means points on the same plane. They're on the same plane. So in this case up here, in our example, A, B, C are coplanar. Okay?